Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a brief rundown of the channel, what it's going to be about, and some of the goals I have as a presenter. I'm going to start with some brief credentials. I'm Jake Berger. I am an undergraduate researcher at Florida Gulf Coast University, and by the end of the month, I'm officially going to have acquired my bachelor's degree in philosophy. That being said, I've been accepted to grad school to pursue a doctorate's degree at the University of South Florida in the fall of this year. And I will likely be going on to pursue a career as a philosophy professor afterwards. With that being said, I am by no means an expert in the areas I'm going to be talking about yet, although my goal is to hopefully make a lot of it easier to understand for others going through their undergraduate courses. I'm going to be giving you my earnest impressions of what I've been taught and how I currently understand it, but I always encourage you to seek out additional sources and channels, and honestly, most importantly, I think you guys should be reading these sources firsthand. That's the best way to go about it. So, strongly advise you to do so. Why would I create this channel? When I was digging my way back into undergrad, I kind of struggled with the lack of encouragement both online and within the actual structure of the university itself. And I had to put forward a lot of guesswork in order to kind of dig my way back into academia from the workforce. I was in land surveying for a very long time. In fact, I dropped out of college about a decade ago, trying to pursue a career in biology and then film afterwards. And both of those were not fruitful in their outcome. That being said, I went into the workforce as a construction worker and found out that I hated that as well. I really didn't enjoy being a part of the office space or the brutal field work out here, even if it's just land surveying, which is kind of a cush job as far as construction is concerned. But even that was a little much for me. I didn't really enjoy any of it, and it was particularly boring most of the time. But I decided eventually that I wanted to pursue my college degree. I figured maybe some more options would be open to me after I acquired at least an associate's degree and then a bachelor's degree, and go from there. Originally, I wanted to be a lawyer, funny enough, but since I started, I kind of realized that philosophy was a particular passion of mine, and now that I'm achieving my degree, I've got my associate's degree about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and now I've got my bachelor's degree in the end of this month. I want to make it easier for others who are serious about pursuing a degree in philosophy as well. Another reason is because philosophy is what I kind of enjoy talking about. Lucky for me, not only may I be able to share some insights with you of what I've come across in my studies in undergrad, but I might actually be able to clarify some of my own thoughts in relation to how I vocalize them to you guys. I might be able to kind of expand. There's a bit of a hermeneutical aspect to this going on here. So I think it's really important for us to not only write down our words, but to share those words in dialogue with other people. And that's why I'm here to kind of help work through some of these ideas, and maybe you guys can work through them as well alongside me. I think it might be exciting as well to see a long-term journey through philosophy as I engage with more and more material over time. Many people tend to worry. I myself was concerned about this. Where should I start? How should I start in a career in philosophy? How should I start reading philosophy? Which books, which authors, which topics are the best? But as I've gone through it, I've learned that part of understanding is not that it's like a state of achievement that we suddenly reach of there's a structure to it, like there's a method going on here, but more so that as you attempt to engage in philosophy, it's an ongoing process of understanding and then reinterpreting, re-understanding what you previously thought you knew, and expanding upon that. Something that I really want to bring back is that philosophy is exciting, interesting, and pretty easy to start. You really just have to engage with the material. And if you need help with that kind of thing, part of that is why I want to make this channel, is so that I can help you engage with like what a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior would be going through in their undergrad experience with these materials that can be quite difficult. Certain ones. I don't know. I struggled a lot with Hegel, for instance, and Kant as well. But I want you to know that you can just push into these subject matter, and over time you're going to start seeing connections between Aristotle and the existentialists to the late modern period to the Enlightenment movement to hermeneutic. Like, they'll all start to kind of intersect with one another and either synergize or challenge one another in what they bring forth. But you can start anywhere, and as long as you start, that's really what's important here. I hope I can kind of convince as many of you as possible to think about what you think, and to think about this material and how it matters to you, even if it was something from 300 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. I mean, this is something that's important and valuable in society, and I think it's severely underrated. And I think that you can realize your potential importance as a rational person through engaging with philosophy. Anyways, I hope you like the channel. We might be a little slow kicking off, but over the next few months, I hope to take you through different aspects of my course experiences. I want to give you the teaching advice that I've received if you're interested in teaching. And I'll tell you about how I'm going to go about teaching and what I'm doing to get ready to eventually teach. I got an assistantship at USF, for instance, and I'd like to be prepared for that. I want to show you my preparation for grad school. I want to talk to you about my path through transferring from dropout to community college to local university, and the amount of effort that took, and like what kind of weird side roads that entailed. And also, I want to tell you about my experience as a married father of two who survived full-time courses with a full-time job. You can do it. It is difficult, but you can do it. And I just really want to share these experiences with you guys, because it can be very difficult to find resources on how to make these things work, or even what problems you might find in these endeavors. And maybe a step-by-step walkthrough of what I went through, and maybe my process will help reveal something that you can engage with. So I hope you like the channel. Thanks, guys. We'll hopefully talk more soon.